affordable, colorful wigs, all from Amazon. I'm Ashley, time for a breather. Let's get in the video. First up, we have a 24-inch, and this is a dual split hair dye. We got some nice vibrant red, and then just a standard black with bang edge here. This one has a black cap on it. Of course, we got the two little adjustable stretchies on the back, which I have like a very skinny pea head, so I'm gonna attach these just a little bit below the tightest and put her on. This is actually not half bad for the price. It is very shiny because it is synthetic, which all the wigs I will be trying today will be synthetic, just because they're a little bit cheaper. And honestly, when they're so colorful, I'm not really super interested in them looking like all too natural, because like who has that natural color, right? Actually, I even do like the length of the bangs. Sometimes on wigs, the bangs are like here on me. So it's like, why would anyone want like that long of bangs? Like you can't see. But even the curl this came with is actually very nice on its own. Now I have steamed my wigs in the past in order to get a curl into them, and that usually works pretty fine for synthetics, honestly, as long as you have the patience to do it. Honestly, even for like the shiny, especially even on the black side, it's not even that reflective, because especially when it comes to dark wigs, when I'm trying to like reduce the shininess by using either dry shampoo or maybe even some cornstarch, just something to give it a little bit more like natural hair texture. On darker hair, you can see it because those products tend to be white, so that makes sense. So the fact that this isn't even like the shiniest of shiny black synthetic wigs I've seen is very nice, especially when you're talking about the price of this wig. Like you cannot beat it. And someone could very easily do like a Harley Quinn or a Queen of Hearts cosplay or costume, just slap this wig on to give it like that extra touch. Now it is already starting to shed, but even that, like it's pretty thick. Like you can't really see any of the tracks in there that easily. Especially if you're someone who wants to wear this for more than just like a single costume. Just be aware you might get some shedding going on. I'm very particular about my sewn in wig caps just because I have such a small, narrow head. A lot of times, even if I do tighten them, there's like some weird bubbling here sometimes, which is just like one of the signs that you are wearing like the wiggiest of all wigs. But on this one, it doesn't, and I don't even have it on the tightest either. So this is actually very good wig. Very odd color combos are usually done very, very cheaply, but this wig is actually pretty nice. Up next, we have a 28-inch beautiful, it's a jewel tone green, which I don't see very often. This one also has a black sewn-in cap and the same little two doohickey things on it, so I'm gonna tighten those. Now on this one, we do not have the bangs, which means this whole hairline is gonna look real wiggy real quickly. Like you'd have to do some surgery here, but I couldn't even do that because the wig cap itself is black, so I can't even pluck any hairs out to like help it fade at all. Nor did it come with any type of like little baby hairs or anything, so you kind of have to customize a little. The actual hairline here is colored at least a little bit, so it looks a little bit more natural to my skin tone, even though it's still way darker. I would definitely have to put some concealer on that to make it work. This one feels way, way more plasticky. It's slightly shinier than the other one, but the feeling of it, like I can feel it getting tangled just sitting here doing almost nothing. So I can't imagine how it would operate in the real world, but should you need a wig of this specific color for this price, can you really go that wrong? But I can put a little bit of dry shampoo in it to take away the shininess as well as help with the tangliness of it a little bit. Unfortunately, as I've been sitting here, this alone is what I have been able to like pluck off of it. Like it is incredibly sheddy. But again, if you're only gonna wear this for like a few times, not the biggest deal in the world. Also, if you're really aiming to make this look somewhat natural, you're gonna have to go in and thin this. There is a little bit of layering at the bottom here, but for the most part, it's very one length, which is a very clear sign that you're wearing like a wiggy wig. Again, it's not like you can see any real tracks in it. I do think you would be able to get away with putting like maybe just a few little like clippy clips in it and still hide the wig cap underneath, no big deal. And again, loving loving this color. All right, here we have a 32-inch. It's turning up a little bit more blue on camera, but this is more of like your mermaid green, like you put a few pink shells in this and you're good to go. This one also has bangs, but these are like long bangs, so I'm not sure how this is gonna go. This one does, however, have a nude sewn-in cap. However, this definitely still isn't my nude, so I don't know about that. Also, as you can see, I totally have ditched my wig cap. I am so over it at this point. For this video, it just isn't worth it. Also, don't take any wig cap laying skills from me. I generally wear like a thick headband or hat with most of my wigs if I'm wearing them in public, so I don't really work that hard to lay them super well, not gonna lie. All right, guys, are you seeing my problem here? I can't, because I literally can't see anything. Like, what are these bangs? It's just like, is this some sort of anime character that I just am unaware of? Why are there these bangs? Also, can you see there's little baby hairs, but they're also too thick to ever look like real baby hairs anyway. You still need to thin them out for sure. But like, is it supposed to be like a early 2000s super deep part, or you'd have to clip this? Like, how would you operate in real life? Ooh, actually that looks pretty nice. But again, this would definitely be for like a photo shoot. I would for sure have to go in here and flippy clip these bangs, whether by cutting them fully or putting up with maybe like a cute little butterfly clip, or if I could find like a seashell clip, that would be so cute. I don't really like cutting wigs because I'm not the greatest in the world at cutting hair, to be honest. Like, when it comes to my own hair, I do cut it, but I'm like, if I get it wrong, its hair will grow back. But this hair ain't growing back. For the price of this, you could still afford, even if you do like severely ruin it, you could just buy another one in case, no big deal, and return it if you don't use it. Because again, they're so inexpensive. And the natural curl this came with is very pretty, which is a nice touch, because like I said, I have steamed curls into synthetic wigs and it does work. It just takes like time, which honestly, especially if I'm doing just for like a photo shoot moment, I'm not really one to want to have to take it that much time just to put a curl in a wig. No thank you. Again, it is a little bit shiny, but not the shiniest thing. And when you get down towards the end, despite the fact that it's curled and it's synthetic, it's not even really tangling that much, which is very unusual. So definitely good for even like just slightly above cosplay level. Sans, again, these bangs, like I don't know who be out here doing this. It is shedding, annoyingly. You could definitely get away with losing quite a few strands and still wouldn't see the tracks here at all. So yeah, I wish I had this type of hair in like every day. You know, I take that back. I don't want that. That's way too much responsibility for me. But that doesn't look, again, does that look that bad? Is it just me? Am I just having too much fun and I'm not understanding that in real life this would never work for anyone else? I so love wigs for this reason. Like, within a few seconds, my confidence is way up here. It's just like something different. You know, it cost me like, what, 10 bucks to get this result, and that's it. I didn't even have to style it. Like, hello, I just took it out of the bag. And honestly, if you just want to like part the bangs and put like 2 clips here, you're fine, you can see, and you're good to go. If you love this video, then please show me some love by clicking that subscribe button. Not only does it make sure you get more of the content you enjoy, it does help keep my dream alive. It does take a lot of time and energy in order to bring you a video every single week. So thank you so much for your support. Back to the video. So here we have another 32-inch, and I do believe this is like the exact same wig as before, like as far as the style and length goes. However, being that this is basically like your silver white, like definitely not gray, right? It's definitely in the silver category, but this has a full white cap. Same little clippies. Let's go ahead. For someone who like has bleached their hair to death, trying to achieve this color for like just a few bucks, whatever this costs. I want this color so bad in real life. Yeah, this is the exact same wig as the last one, which I did not realize, but honestly, I don't care because that color was beautiful. This color is gorgeous. This one is shedding just like the other one. That's unfortunate. But again, there's so much hair here. It would take quite some time for this to shed and for you to be able to see like patches in it for the amount that you'd, let's be real, probably be wearing this, like not an everyday wig for sure. For like a few bucks, my mood is totally changed. I'm a different person. This is a totally different woman, right? I want like a little saucer with tea, a little teacup on it. Like, oh, munching. Oh, I'm just like the most beautiful granny in the world, which I will be as far as cat ladies go. But yeah, pretty nice quality wig. The shininess again, I wouldn't really tone this down, and the styling that it comes with is beautiful. Up next, guys, we have a 40-inch long wig. This thing is so darn long. You could sweep the floor with it. This one has a black cap. This does have a little bit of a bang moment. Let's try and get this sucker on here. Guys, this wig is so long. Let me try and show you a little bit better. Can you see? I'm 5'2". Do you see it's like hitting right here? That is crazy. I do love it though. Oh my gosh, I love long hair. I'm not gonna lie. That being said, because they had to give you more length for a cheap price, they made it a thinner wig altogether. It doesn't really look that cheap. Sans the actual like shininess of it, that is unfortunate. But again, you can really correct that on your own. And you don't want a wig that's so poofy and voluminous because it makes it look more like a wig, right? If you wanted to go for a little bit more of a natural 40-inch long purple hair, natural look, you would, I still think, want to like thin it out on the bottom here. Now let's talk about the bangs here. This is, if you'll notice, there's like those length bangs, right? And there's these length bangs. After this, it goes into like the long hair. It just like stops for some reason. Unless this is some like, again, anime character I have no idea about. I only know Sailor Moon characters and that's it. And I know this isn't one of the Sailor Moon characters. So, but it is like a very beautiful, slightly deeper purple, not the darkest purple I've ever seen. It is shedding. However, I would say this one is the lowest shed one of the bunch for sure, which is nice because again, this is the thinnest one of them all as well. The cap, like earlier in the video, I was seeing sometimes I'll get like gapping here in the cap because my narrow head. This one is really doing it. I don't understand how people can live their life like this. My number one, when you have this long of hair, is what happens when you go to the bathroom? What if you don't have a hair tie or anything on you? If you go like this, you risk, like if you're reaching for like the toilet paper or something, what if it like drags on the floor? That seems so gross to me. Maybe you just have to like preemptively have a clip on you at all times or a hair tie or something, because I'm just gonna say it. I think everyone would be thinking it with this long of hair. Does this go into your butt crack? Like people out there who have actually worn long wigs in the wild, like have you ever wiped your butt with your wig? I wanna know. That has to have happened to people, right? Like I refuse to believe that hasn't happened to someone, especially if you're not used to wearing this long of hair. Anyway, beyond that, it's, for the price, again, a very good wig. It's also not the most sheddy one of them all, which is nice. It has like a weird bang moment, but who cares? You can always cut them if you really want. Just be aware that the wig cap is a little bit bigger than I think standard. It might lead to some poofing along the lines if you have a narrow head like me. Alright guys, thanks for hanging out with me today. If you want to see another one of my shopping videos, just click the video here and I'll catch you next time. Bye!